We visited Fossil Butte National Monument near Kimmerer, Wyoming in the fall of 2019. If you would like to get notices when I post again, be sure to subscribe right here. Just click on that button. This is the 8,198 acres that this park covers. It was established on October the 23rd, 1972, and the fossils are from the Eocene Epoch and associated with Fossil Lake, and most of them are aquatic animals. Soon we're driving down along the edge of Fossil Butte National Monument. And then we'll be arriving at the historic quarry sites where they have dug up many of the fossils up in the hills. Let's look at this a minute. The fossil beds are up in the mountains, and we're not allowed to go up there unless we have a park ranger with us guiding us. And we don't, so we have to stay down and just take pictures up. As you can see here, these are some of the kinds of fossils you find in these shell beds, and they split them apart like this. And inside they find them. Some of those layers are only paper thin shell, and you find fossils like these, and we'll be finding more of these as we get to the visitor center. Now we head on into the Fossil Butte National Monument. You'll note that this is a sagebrush prairie for most part. And soon we're arriving at the visitor center. And this little building to the left before you get to the visitor center is a diorama of what it might look like if we could have gotten to the quarries. Here you can see them working, and this is David Haddenham as he excavates. Note they dig a lot at night because the shadows can show up the fossils better, and here they are splitting off various layers of shell. The water lake here covered a huge area, and the little red up there is where the park is now. And we're going to be looking at the visitor center and going up into the mountains. Let's take a look at the visitor center. We'll be exploring the visitor center with Deborah the Explorer. And this is what you might find on one of those layers of slate as a split. Hundreds of little fish. Some people call this America's aquarium in stone. You can see the turtles that they would find there, and this is the preservation lab. Hundreds of different kinds of plants have been found here, and this room talks about some of those and when they would have existed. There's also a room for fish and bony fish and reptiles and amphibians. These fossils date from 52 million years ago, the Eocene. They have various paintings and dioramas to show you what it might have looked like inside that lake. And these are some of the fossils that they have found here. One eating a fish. Here's a gar, and here's other fish that have died there. And there were birds there also, as you can see from these fossils. Also, they found insects and reptiles such as this snake, these crocodilians, and they found bats here also, and something like a prairie dog. Now let's drive up into the mountain and see what's up on top of the hill. It's a very steep road up, and you can see the road we'll be following here until we get to the top. Some of it's paved and some of it's gravel. This park is known for its diversity and abundance. It has a diversity of fish, reptiles, mammals, birds, and many other animals. and its abundance is the most and best preserved fish in the entire world. Down there to the left side of the picture is the Visitor Center. And now it's time to head back down. Just before you get to the gate, there's a flock of sheep moving through the park. There must be hundreds of them. Back on the road, we head along, looking at the various.
And this brings us to the end of this video.